Learning to read is a journey, and different children will take different paths along the way. They will move at different rates and will arrive at different times. Our goal is that they do arrive. Sensitive and systematic observations of reading behavior ensure that we are constantly aware of their progress, that we support and encourage them along the way and welcome them when they get there. The technique of taking a running record of text reading is the most informative and thorough observation that a teacher can make of a child's progress in learning to read. Hello, I'm Liana Trail, and this video is designed to help you learn that technique. Running records are similar to Goodman and Burke's miscue analysis, but they differ in that Dr. Marie Clay has developed a technique that enables busy teachers to do them literally on the run, within the context of the daily classroom program. Running records give you authentic evidence of an individual's progress towards independence in reading. They provide vital information to share with parents and administrators and are fundamental in making diagnostic, instructional, and evaluative decisions in the classroom. Learning to take a running record is not difficult. There is no prerequisite experience or training, and you do not need to prepare scripts in advance. First, you begin by familiarizing yourself with a set of conventions. Then, using these, record everything you hear a child say and see a child do as he or she reads a given text. It is important that a consistent format of recording conventions is used throughout a school.
Hello, Chef the Spider. Goodbye.
Those I am about to demonstrate come from a tradition of conventions used when recording oral reading behavior. For this part of the video, I'm going to use the refrain from the traditional story, The Gingerbread Man. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. When a reader's verbal response is different from the text, it is recorded above the text. Every teacher response is recorded on the same line as the text. And observations of non-verbal behavior can be quickly jotted down at the side of the page. As a child reads, mark every correct response with a tick. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Often children will substitute words as they read, and these are recorded this way. Run, run as father. As you can. You can't cat me. I'm the gingerbread man. Each substitution will be counted as an error when you do your scoring. So we have here father for fast will count as 1 error, and cat for catch will be counted as 1. And you will all the time be thinking, what made the child say that? Sometimes, for a number of reasons, a reader will leave a word out, and omissions are recorded like this, with a dash above the word omitted. So our record will look like this. Run as fast as you can. You catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. Every omission when you come to score is counted as one error. And so on this line, we will be marking number 1 in the column. And where can't has been omitted, this will also count as one error in your scoring. Just as children leave words out as they read, so they will also insert words into the text. An insertion is recorded with the word above a dash, like this. And so our record will show, run, run, as very fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the fat gingerbread man. And like omissions, every insertion is also recorded as one error. And so on line number 1, we will have one error. And in line number 3, we have 1. And still we continue to ask ourselves, what made the child do that? If a reader becomes confused in the process of reading a text and appears unable to regain control of the reading, your first intervention should be to suggest that they try that again and mark it TTA. Your record may look something like this. Run, run, the, f, t, t, the, as, and then the child stops. Your first intervention is to tell the child to try that again. Bracket the confused behavior and begin the recording again. Try that again is counted as one error only, and your scoring at the end will then be taken on the second reading.
So he puzzled the home.
Try that again, Rachel.
So he puzzled and he wondered. He looked and he read.
While a teacher's role in taking a running record is that of a neutral observer, we must be ever conscious of not putting children into a situation of being frustrated about the reading. So, if a child makes an error and stops and doesn't know how to correct it, tell the child what the word is and record it as T. Your record may look something like this. Tell the child run to get them started. So we have run, run as tell the child to help them continue on their way. Every word recorded as T is counted as one error when you score the running record. Sometimes young readers will pause and appeal for your help. Your record may look like this. Run, run, as. The child appeals. Record A and then suggest that the child has a try.
What's for lunch? Asked the children. Secret soup, said Grandma. I hope it not Now mushrooms, said
Mark. If there is no response to your suggestion, tell the child what the word is and record T. An appeal is not counted as an error. In this example, you will count only the word told as an error. When a reader corrects a previous error, this is recorded as a self-correction. Run, as father. Fast, as you can. A self-correction is not counted as an error. When a reader repeats a single word, record that word with an R. If the reader repeats it a number of times, record the number. Your record may look like this. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Repetitions are not counted as errors. Sometimes a reader will rerun a number of words, perhaps a line, a sentence, and even a paragraph. Rerun behaviour is recorded with an arrow that goes back to the point to which the reader returned. So we have, you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. Rerun behaviour is not recorded as an error. Pausing behaviour can be recorded like this: short pause and long pause.
so he started and he rolled and he peeled and he
The teacher's role in the process is that of a neutral observer. Resist the temptation to intervene and teach while recording.
and he chopped.
Dr. Marie Clay cautions against over-attention to pausing behaviour. I include it here only because I have found it does give me useful information about the pace, the confidence, and also the behaviours a reader engages in during the pauses. Now that you are familiar with a set of recording conventions, let me show you how they apply when actually recording your observations of a child reading. This is Jaspreet. Jaspreet is 6 years old and she's been at school for 1 year and 4 months. Jaspreet has chosen the book that she read in class yesterday. And what's your book called, Jaspreet?
Ask nicely.
Would you read that for me today?
Yes.
Thank you, Jaspreet.
Ask nicely. The giant was angry. Come here, he roared. No way, said the butcher. The giant stomped his feet. Come here, he roared. No way, said the butcher. The giant stamped his feet. Come here, he roared. No way, said the baker. There the giant yelled and howled. Come here, come here. There's a prickle in my toe, Somebody get it out. The giant began to cry. Silly giant, said a boy, why don't you ask nicely? The giant remembered his manners. Come here, please, he said. Okay, said the boy. The giant was happy. Thank you, he said. My toe feels better now.
You read that beautifully. Having taken a recording of text reading, the next step is to score the errors and to calculate the accuracy and self-correction rate. To do this, you must know what is counted as an error and what is simply reading behavior. Count and record the total number of running words in the text, the number of errors, and the number of self-corrections. For instance, on this record here, Jaspreet has made 1 self-correction. On the same line, she has made 2 errors, and here 1. In total, Jaspreet has made 7 errors and 3 self-corrections. To calculate the error rate, you divide the number of running words by the number of errors. On this record, Jaspreet made 1 error in every 15 words that she read. This will work out at an accuracy rate of just over 93%. To calculate the self-correction rate, we add the errors to the self-corrections and divide that total by the number of self-corrections. In this record, Jaspreet self-corrected 1 in every 3 errors. Next, we analyze the record. And to do this, we must look very closely at every error and every self-correction and ask ourselves, what made the reader say this? Is she reading for meaning? Is what is being said grammatically acceptable? How is she applying her graphophonic knowledge? Write S for syntax, M for meaning, and V for visual in the cues used column. Circle those cues you believe the reader used. Careful analysis of all errors enables you to summarize fairly conclusively what language cues and reading strategies a reader is using or ignoring during the reading. To summarize Jaspreet's record, Jaspreet is reading for meaning with confidence. She uses all language cues effectively. Her control of oral language at this stage tends to override closer visual and structural checking. Her self-correction behavior shows that she is aware of strategies for monitoring her own reading. Jaspreet is learning to read in her second language and needs careful orientation prior to reading unseen texts. She needs gentle encouragement to attend to visual and structural detail in text reading. This video